How's everyone out there doing? Welcome to My Cowboys Family here on YouTube, on the YouTube channel My Cowboys Family. We do daily updates. As you saw about half hour ago, we dropped a lot of updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Also, we do these live stream discussions, usually shortly after these the Dallas Cowboy updates that we do daily. And of course, guys, hit that notification bell because you never know when something breaks during the day or any of these any day during the week. So whenever it hits, we go live, even if it's a 4-minute video. Hit that notification bell if you have not yet. So welcome to My Cowboys Family. What's up, Kerry Batista? How you doing? I hope you guys caught the first video that we put out with all the updated news of the Cowboys day. And guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not good news. Not good news at all. Much worse than I assumed in the first place. Let me just make sure the audio is good here. And it looks, let me see. I'll tell you in a second, guys. There we go. It looks good. Sorry, guys. Oh, you got it? Okay, good. So, guys, let's kick it off. I mean, Kerry Batista is here. SpongeBob, what's up? How you doing? Kerry says, I hope Dak gets it together. Now, here we go, Kerry. It's nothing to do with Dak. It's not about that, Kerry Batista. It's about our offensive line. And that's what we're going to start off with. We all know about Sean Lee, kind of. I think you guys kind of know. If you didn't watch the video already, guys, Sean Lee is not going to play this week. And what it's looking like, he's going to be out for maybe 2, 3, or 4 more games. So we're missing Zeke for at least 4 to 6 games. Well, now 3 to 5. We're going to be missing Sean Lee for sure this week and probably a couple more games. And if you look at the other major injury, guys, Tyron Smith got the week off, got the weekend off. We thought they were saving him and getting him ready for the Philly game. But unfortunately, what it's sounding like now, and this is what I'm just telling you what I'm hearing here, is Tyron Smith is not expected to practice on Wednesday, as usual, even though Wednesday is going to be a full padded practice, which is rare. So obviously Garrett is upset about what's going on with the Cowboys team. Whatever it is, it seems like it's breaking down somewhere, and it's starting with the coaches. As you saw at the end of the game, there was a frustration from Skandrick. There was a frustration from DeMarcus Lawrence, frustration from Dez Bryant last week. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of things brewing in the Cowboys team, and I really do think it has a lot to do with Jason Garrett, but also some to do with Jerry Jones and his attitude with the players ever since the national anthem. But it's not about Jerry Jones. It's about the coaching on the Dallas Cowboys, and we're going to delve into that very, very soon, guys. Right now, I only see 3 of you guys on here. I don't know how many people are on, but as far as where you said U-list, I don't know where that is, SpongeBob, so I don't know about that. Kerry Batista, honestly, Dez has been super unhappy, remains to keep his mouth closed. So is Beasley and Butler. Dak is just a dip and dunker. 0 risk but 0 reward. I disagree, Kerry. I mean, Dak had no time yesterday, Kerry. You got to watch the video again. There was no time for Dak Prescott to do a damn thing. So when you look at what Dak Prescott was up against, he did everything he could to get us going, guys. He got us down the field, but what hurt us? Penalties. That comes from discipline from the coaching staff. There is no discipline on this Dallas Cowboys coaching team. Don't get yourself fooled over past years or what other people are saying, other talking heads, whether on YouTube or on ESPN or on NFL. I'm telling you guys, nobody respects Jason Garrett. Nobody really truly respects that guy. And this has been an ongoing problem for years. Now people are starting to wake up because, hey, last year it was the Dez and Zeke show, and they both saved Jason Garrett from getting fired. And if you go years before that, it was Romo and DeMarcus Murray saving Jason Garrett's career as coach. He was on the verge of getting fired twice with the Dallas Cowboys, and now he's coach of the year last year. So of course he's going to get that contract. He's going to get a couple more years at the Cowboys at least, with Jerry Jones liking that little red-headed puppet he's got to play with. So when you look at those factors, don't expect much to change this season when it comes to our coaches. But guys, with the players have some brunt to bear on this thing. Without question, Chaz Green was not ready to be a left tackle. He's barely ready to be a left guard, and he's barely ready to be an NFL player because he's always injured. And that's why we're in the situation, the predicament we're in when it comes to Chaz Green in specific. But guys, how could any Dallas Cowboy coach, whether it's the offensive line coaches, whether it's Scott Linehan, the offensive coordinator, or whether it's Chaz Green himself or Jason Garrett or whoever it is to make that decision, how can anybody green light Chaz Green to be ready for any game this year at left tackle? Left guard, I understand. I know he's okay at left guard, except for the injury stuff. But left tackle, guys, he wasn't ready. It showed. And which coaches allowed that to happen? It starts from the top, guys. It starts from Jason Garrett. And I've been saying it since 2011 when he had his first full season as a coach. I'm telling you guys, Garrett needs to go. And I've been saying it, and I've been saying it, and I've been saying it for years, and I've been saying it since the first stream we had on here, since the first video on this channel. I've been saying Garrett needs to go. He's a crappy coach, and now everyone's jumping on that bandwagon. And a lot of people were on that wagon again years ago, and they jump off and they jump on. I've been on it, and I'm never jumping off it because Garrett will never get us a Super Bowl in Dallas. Mark my words, guys. He doesn't have the toughness. He might have that fake intensity. I don't want that. I want to be the coach because I'll show you intensity. All he does is chew gum and clap. As fiance is saying, guys, if fiance is here, she says hi. She's right now, making dinner for the family right down here. So again, guys, she's gonna make a little appearance here in a little bit, but right now, we are in the middle of of life stuff, guys. So work with us. Now let's see here. Peanut, what's up, man? How you doing? Manuel Corona, what is up? Peanut, yes, still go Cowboys. We never stop that. I don't care who's our head coach, if he's the worst in the world, which is close, Jason Garrett. We still going Cowboys all the way, even though we don't like our head coach. Joey Thagard, what's up? How you doing? SpongeBob says, do you still believe that the Cowboys make the playoffs? The chances are about 25%. And SpongeBob, you're not entirely incorrect about that number, that percentage. I am about that confident of us making the playoffs. A lot of things have to change. Will it? Probably not. We'll talk about that in a minute. Chase Benavides, what's up? I know this sucks. Trust me, guys. If you guys want to, have the depressed feeling still, go watch my late night live stream last night, about an hour and a half of just really complaining about what the Cowboys did wrong yesterday. I know a lot of people don't want to complain and say, "Oh, come on, it's this." So it's just one game. It's not one game now, guys. Now this is the red light, the red zone, whatever you want to call it, the panic button, whatever it is. This is it, guys. This is do or die for the season. It doesn't look good for the Cowboys, but we're gonna stick it out on this channel till the end, guys. And I'm not gonna sit here and be biased and say, "Oh, it's the refs' fault." The refs had a horrible game. Especially against the Cowboys, a lot of face masks and helmet grabs that they missed. A lot of touchy calls they called against us, but not against them. We can sit here and bitch and whine about this. I'm not going to, guys, because in the end, it's not about the referees. It's about the Cowboys and our team and our players and our coaches, and that's where they failed us, guys. Our players failed us. Our conditioning has been an issue for years. Hamstrings, obviously, this offseason, this training camp has been consistent. One thing we're going to get hamstring injuries. As you can see, Awuzi's been out for a while. Lee's getting, hit up with these hamstrings constantly throughout the whole season so far. And other players, guys, have been in and out with injuries with their hammies. And this is a disgrace, all right? This is something with conditioning coaches. I don't know if it's the same guy that's been there with Garrett since the beginning of Garrett's reign, his dictatorship, or whatever you want to call it. But right now, there needs to be some overhaul changes on this coaching staff. We're going to waste the years we have with Romo. We wasted them. And we're going to waste these years with Dak and Zeke and our offensive line. We're going to waste them away if we keep Garrett here any longer than this season. It's going to be hard to cut him in the middle of the year, guys. Let's be honest. And Jerry Jones probably won't do a damn thing. But Jerry Jones, he's going to hold us back from winning a championship because of his stubbornness of keeping a puppet in place. Move Garrett to make those decisions to pick up someone like Dak Prescott, which he pushed for with Jerry Jones and convinced Jerry Jones to draft Dak Prescott. Fantastic. Stay behind the scenes, Jason Garrett. We don't want you on the field anymore. Stop your clapping and your chewing the gum and your fake intensity. I'm sick of it, and so are all Cowboy fans. Back to the questions, guys. Sorry, I'm going to be ranting back and forth and give you guys some news right on here that I have to start up some more discussion, some more food for thought, guys. So Ruben Benitez, what's up here? I'm trying to see who else is on here. It's new. Rodus, what is up? I'm going to hit your questions up real quick, all of you guys. Manuel, next game will make or break our season. I agree. When it comes to division, our last hope right now, we're down basically four games. If we lose, we're done against the Eagles in the division. It's over. Eagles got it. I give it to them. I don't care about the Redskins. We're out of the division run. Only chance to be playoffs. We would be 5-5 if we lost against the Eagles. Puts us right in the middle of the in the hunt team. So if we don't win pretty much out of the last 6 games, if we don't win 5 of the last 6, we're done, guys. 9 wins might be borderline. It really depends, but we need to get at least 4 to 5 wins in the remaining 7 games, and that's to have a chance to make the playoffs, guys. So it's going to be rough. We don't have Zeke, but that's not the main issue. The scary thing here, and this is the first time I've been scared really the whole season, is after I seen what our coaching staff has put out there on the offensive line when it comes to left tackle as our 3-year backup to Tyron Smith. Chaz Green is garbage. He's trash. And again, at tackle, I don't know about guard. We gotta make sure we say this specifically. It's the guard. He's decent at guard, but tackle, he is not worth an ounce of gold out there, a shred of anything to be out there on the offensive the left tackle blind side for Dak. It was a disaster, and the coaches green-lighted a situation that could have ended Dak's season or worse. That's a very irresponsible way of coaching. And guys, the thing about the Cowboys, I'm sorry?
You want another Romo where he's,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that'll be a Romo situation, guys. We allow, I mean, Romo was kind of injury prone, and Tyron Smith was there when Romo got hurt, but nonetheless, Romo took in a beating, and you saw what happened. I don't think it's going to happen to Dak, but unless we continue playing games with our left tackle. And whether it's Tyron Smith or somebody else, we got to get someone solid. We got to break the bank a little bit. And I don't mean breaking the bank for a top star, superstar player. We need to break the bank for a good, solid left tackle backup. A known guy, a veteran guy. I don't give a damn how old he is. We need him in there. Someone that could handle that position if anything happens to Tyron Smith, but not have Byron Bell, who was trash, and even a bigger heap of trash was our starter Chaz Green yesterday, guys. Sorry, I'm losing track of it. I need Fiancé to help me out with these questions, but it's going to be on me basically tonight, guys. So, yeah, I mean, our team is playing scared. Dak becomes scared because he's constantly looking behind his left side, behind that he knows that that's a weakness, and it was obvious, guys. Chase, if we lose to the Eagles, we have a chance to make the playoffs. I still think we have a chance to make the playoffs if we lose to the Eagles, but that's not what it's about. It's not about losing one game to the Eagles. It's what we have right now in place. There is no answer. We don't have an answer for Tyron Smith, for a replacement for Tyron Smith. We have no answer for that. If that's the way it's going to continue going, guys, we're done. It's over. There's no chance for this team with Zeke. Without Zeke, doesn't matter. We don't have that offensive line, that blind side left tackle secured. Say bye to the season and say bye to the next season and say bye eventually to Dak, because that's what's going to happen. He's going to get hurt. And our team and our coaches are disrespecting this right here, this star, guys. And they're disrespecting the Dallas Cowboys by allowing Dak Prescott to get beaten to a pulp yesterday because we had no left tackle in place prepared for this kind of situation. 3 years of Chaz Green for garbage. And again, he was kept for the guard, not for the tackle, but he's playing tackle. Our coaches didn't get him ready after a week notice. Knowing a week ago, we all knew, the whole Cowboys knew Tyron Smith probably wasn't going to play, and they couldn't get Chaz Green ready. That's a failure on the coaches. It's a failure on scouting. It's a failure on trying to pick up a solid left tackle like the Eagles did when they lost their guy, Jason Peters, for the entire season, and they did the right thing. We can't do it. That's why they're 8-1, and that's why they're 4 games in front of us, and we're not going to catch them because our coaching staff and our front office, honestly, guys, for the most part, our front office, but mainly our coaching staff, trash. Just want to make that clear if you didn't hear me. So, yeah, Eagle fan, Dak does not suck. Dak is the reason why we stayed in the game. Dak is the reason why we scored 7 points. It was nothing to do with anything else other than Dak Prescott, so thank goodness for him. Hello, Newman. What's up? How you doing? What a moron. Garrett didn't run any drop. Exactly, guys. He just didn't do anything to help. And listen, I'm going to run right down to it, guys, because I'm going to tell you right now. Let me just run through some information real quick, guys. I'm going to lose my mind on here. All right, so again, Cowboys are bracing to play the next 3 games without linebacker Sean Lee. We're going to talk about that in a minute and what Jaylon Smith is for our team. Because I'm telling you right now, he's not what you guys think he is at this moment. He's still basically a rookie that still has a lot to learn, that cannot play a full-time role like a Sean Lee or Anthony Hitchens. He cannot play like Hitchens, and he cannot play like Sean Lee. When either of those guys were missing and Jaylon Smith had to start, we went downhill in the running game, guys. With Sean Lee out there, we allowed like 80 yards rushing a game. When we had Anthony Hitchens out there only by himself or Sean Lee out there by himself, we allowed double that a game, guys. 180 yards rushing a game. When we're missing one of the two, that's what we allow. When we have both, we allow 80 yards, guys. Think about that. Think about that in the running game. How much of a difference that made. As soon as Lee went out in that first quarter, You saw Hitchens' side was covered up every time they ran that side. Hitchens did a great job. There's only so much one linebacker can do when the other linebacker, Jaylon Smith, is running over to the other side on a fake and leaves his side wide open. That's not Hitchens' fault. That's because we don't have a decent linebacker like some people I know. How about them Cowboys made a comment on one of the earlier threads? We did not pick up Navarro Bowman. That's where it hurts us, guys. That's why it hurts us. We didn't pick up a name player. And that's the same thing that happens with the left tackle because we didn't sign a name player. We banked on what we had, and this is Jason Garrett and his stubbornness to keep his guys there, and his guys are crap. His guys are Kellen Moore. His guys are Jeff Heath. His guys are Chaz Greens of the world, okay? And this is the problem with our coaching staff. There is no adjustments. There are no adjustments. There is no plan B. There is no backup plan, guys. We come out the locker room, it's the same garbage. We've seen this in the last couple of games that we lost this year against the Rams and the Packers. You saw them come out of the second half while the other team made adjustments. We did nothing. That goes not only just like an adjustment in a game, but it goes an adjustment in the way we have replacements for our players, whether it's at left tackle, whether it's at linebacker. We have no brains when it comes to this on our coaching staff. Guys, how can you make Justin March Lillard, or whatever his name is, who has been with the team for, 3 or 4 weeks, and he's not up to speed yet at linebacker? You have Justin Durant, who has been up to speed his entire career, basically, with the Cowboys, and we make him inactive? I mean, and then we lose Lee. We have 4 linebackers left, guys. Think about it. Hitchens, who's solid, number 1 linebacker out of the guys that were left, did a great job yesterday. Hitchens is fantastic and underrated, guys. Anybody who talks trash about him, you're off my team. You're off my Cowboys family because Hitchens is solid. But then you go to the next spot, guys, and you got Damian Wilson, who basically only plays the run. He cannot play pass. You got Jaylon Smith, who's faster than him, but he can't really do anything but go from point A to point B. He cannot change direction. He cannot make decisions on his own in passing game when it comes to slot guys or anybody running underneath him in a zone coverage. And he is not good at covering. He's horrible at playing the run. He cannot tackle at times playing the run, and he chooses the wrong hole, guys. If you see in the second half the way that they ran through Jaylon Smith's side, and they picked on that side on purpose, because when they ran through Anthony Hitchens' side, locked down, guys. Locked down. Watch the video. I'll be putting it up soon. As soon as Law Nation puts it up, I'm going to put it up on Twitter, on our channel. Make sure you join us there. And you can see the video in a 30-minute scheme, and you'll see, in that 30-minute span, you'll see play after play after play. When they run it through Hitchens' side, when Lee's not there, when they run to Hitchens pretty much shut it down. When they run the other way, it was a 10-yard gain, a 5-yard gain, a 7-yard gain almost every time. It was like Zeke back there. It's embarrassing, guys. And that's called, and again, I know Marinelli wanted to use Jaylon Smith in a 15 to 20 situation per game. That I agree with. That's when once you lose him, you need to put Durant in there. You need to put somebody else. Kyle Wilber was the only other guy, and these are special teams. I mean, he's not that good. We had nobody else. So the drop-off was humongous. Once you go past Lee and Hitchens, it drops off huge. And Jaylon Smith's probably the best athlete, but he's not ready yet, guys. He's ready for 15 snaps a game. He's not ready for 40 or 50 snaps a game. So I don't know what they're going to do this week. I don't know if the Cowboys are going to go get a linebacker. I don't know what their plan is, but they better fix that linebacker spot, or, guys, it's going to be a long rest of the season on defense. On offense, without Tyron Smith, the season's over. Over. I don't care if we lose or win or beat the Eagles or not. If we don't have Tyron Smith for another couple of games, the season is over. It's over, guys. Forget about it. I'm still here to the end, so is fiance, so we're all here to the end. Hopefully you guys stick it out to the end. But I'm being honest. I'm being non-biased. Season is over if these 2 spots are not going to be fixed by the Cowboys GM, Will McCray, but it's not going to be fixed by Jerry Jones, by Stephen Jones, and by Jason Garrett. If these guys are not going to fix these weaknesses in our team, the depth on our linebacker and the depth at left tackle, the season, as we know it, is officially over. Not joking. That's the way it goes. I don't care how many games. I don't care if we have 40 games left. Season's over, because once that offensive line breaks down, it's over. So, SpongeBob, on defense, is the players to blame or the scheme? It's Sean Lee. And the fact that we don't have him in there, and we have no other coaches that could have got anybody ready to play linebacker properly. We know that Lee is glass sometimes. You know, we know Hitchens has been injured this year, and you never know. Hopefully, thank goodness, he's still going strong. But you got to have that third guy ready to roll, and you cannot bank on Jaylon Smith to be that guy. Just like you can't bank on Chaz Green. Both these guys, Green and Jaylon Smith, almost like rookies because they've been so injured. They haven't hardly played out there, guys. And now these are bank on Green to protect our franchise quarterback. We got to bank on Jaylon Smith to fill in the hole by our leader on defense, our linebacking, our team defensive leader, Sean Lee, who clogs up every hole, every run, and now basically have a missing. Basically, like we don't have a linebacker in that spot when you have Jaylon Smith in that spot. Come on, guys. So I don't know. I'm not going to blame Marinelli. I'm going to blame the coaching staff and the front office for not getting the depth that we need in these spots, and the coaching staff saying, "Oh, we're good at linebacker after Lee and Hitchens. Oh, we're good with Chaz Green backing up Tyron Smith." We're not good, guys. We suck without these guys there. And we were exposed once we went to pass-happy Jason Garrett, Scott Linehan, pass-happy kind of game. And guys, we were winning. Okay, we were winning 7-3 almost the whole game in the first half until the end. And we still wanted to pass happy when we exposed our own left tackle in a passing situation, our pass blocking. Run blocking, we weren't exposed as badly, although I will say you can still see the holes that were left there by Chaz Green, and then the breakdown from Cooper and on of them Cooper relying on Tyron Smith. Now it was no relying on that left side was broken down, and every time we ran that way, it was broken, and every time we passed, you know what happened. 6 sacks from that side, guys. 8 total. Just horrible. And it's just one offensive lineman breaks down, it breaks the whole thing down, guys. I don't care if we had 4 superstar linemen, it still would break down our offensive line. All right, I'll lead. How you doing, man? If Wentz was that good, he'd made the playoffs. That's yeah. I mean, I'm not going to even talk about the Eagles right now. This is not even about the Eagles yet, guys. Tomorrow, we'll start talking about the Eagles. We still got to get this Atlanta Falcon situation out of our brains and get into reality. Because with the way Jason Garrett, anybody who's taking Jason Garrett's side on things throughout the years, be ashamed of yourself. Because now, if you don't accept the fact that Jason Garrett's the problem, then you're just fooling yourself. You're a biased Cowboy fan. So get off that wagon, guys. So
quick update on tonight's game. It's 10-7 Carolina with 2 minutes left.
And who are they playing?
Second quarter, Miami.
So guys, Carolina, Miami tonight. It's 10-7 Carolina Panthers. Of course, we want now at this point where if we lose next week, it's a wild card for us. We gotta hope every NFC team keeps losing. So go Miami. The fact that they're this close is good. I don't even care about the picks. I don't care about that stuff. Either way, guys, it's 10-7, and Carolina's currently winning. What's up, LL? How you doing? I don't even care about fantasy football anymore. Wins, losses, I don't care. You know what I care about? This right here behind me, the Dallas Cowboys, and that right now, guys, has got Cowboy Nation, in the verge of the season being over. Let's talk reality here, guys. If we don't fix the Sean Lee situation, and he's going to be gone for a couple weeks, it looks like here, guys, and that's I'm repeating it again. The Cowboys are bracing to play without Sean Lee for the next 3 weeks. That's going to be tough to rebound from if we don't get somebody in that spot and ready to go. And I'm talking about Durant. I'm talking about whoever it is. We'll get somebody off the free agent list. Somebody. We had a chance with Navarro Bowman, and we blew it. Now it's kicking us in the butt. And again, even bigger than that, guys, even bigger than that is Tyron Smith and the situation we have there, where he right now is not expected to practice. First of all, not expected to practice Wednesday as usual. But the Cowboys are very uncertain he's going to play. That's bad news, and that's the most up-to-date news on Tyron Smith, guys. Now, here's some things. Jason Garrett was talking about possibly moving Zach Martin or another guard to left tackle. Director, whatever, president, whatever your czar Jason Garrett says, you always consider every option. You have to, you want to have your best 5 guys out there. We'll take Tyron's situation day by day. Right now, we have no plans to do that. What does that mean? I'll translate it for you guys. No adjustments. No backup plan from Jason Garrett and crew and coaching staff. Stephen Jones, more of the executive. Let's see what he has to say. He said that it's laughable to think that the owners could force Jerry Jones out as the owner. I don't even care about Jerry Jones and the owner is spat. I care about the Cowboys playing right. They're saying if Tyron Smith can't play on Sunday against Philadelphia, they're saying look for Byron Bell possibly getting the start. Now, Byron Bell didn't look as bad, but he didn't look good. And I'm just saying, guys, whoever they start that spot, we are in trouble. If it's Byron Bell, we're still going to have a load of sacks coming from the left side. And the fact that nobody tries to the Cowboys staff, and I want to make sure, I actually wrote Brian Brodus through My Cowboys Family today on Twitter. I was sick and tired of him giving excuses. Guys, he's still a talking head for the Dallas Cowboys. And who employs him? The Dallas Cowboys. Brodus is a big time, a good breakdown of game film and offensive line, evaluator. So he's trying to give the coaching staff, I guess, a free pass. He's been doing this all season, and I love him. I think he's awesome. But don't lie to yourself, Brian Broaddus. Don't lie to yourselves, Dallas Cowboy media. You're lying to yourselves, and if you don't think that this is an issue. So here's the thing, guys. I don't know how many snaps happened yesterday. Usually it's 50 or 60 snaps on offense a game. 8 times the whole game yesterday, in 3 quarters, Chaz Green was given any kind of help. Either a running back or a tight end on his side to help him block. 8 times in 3 quarters. That's really bad. And then when Byron Bell came in the 4th quarter, only 2 times he was helped, guys. So figure 60 plays on offense, right? The left tackle side, which was obviously the biggest weakness on our offensive side of things, the left tackle was helped 10 times out of 50 or 60 times. Guys, that's like 5%, 10% of the time they were helped. That is so bad when you were getting killed on that side. 6 sacks came from that side, and guys, 10 pressures came from that side as well. And you're not helping? You're helping 10 times? It sounds like a regular game. It sounds like you just didn't want to get out of your game plan. You want to be stubborn and not make adjustments, not go to plan B. And guys, as long as we have Jason Garrett and crew in there, this is what you're going to hear. We're going to see us getting creamed, destroyed by the left side every week from here on out if this continues. So 8 times they got help. Chaz Green got help 8 times yesterday. 8 times. That's not that much when you saw he got blown out of his position almost every play, that whole game. 2 times in the 4th quarter for Byron Bell. Disgraceful, guys, and no excuse for that. No matter what Brian Broaddus or anybody on or Stephen Jones or Will McCray or anybody says on the Dallas Cowboys team, from top to bottom, from Jerry Jones down to the water boy, I don't care what they say. 10 times to help out. That's down the coaches, guys. If the coaches do not have our team ready to go, and that's completely on the coaches. So, again, guys, on Wednesday, it's going to be a padded practice. That's good to keep him in note. Jason Garrett's trying to be tough with that padded practice. I will say good news on our offensive line. La'el Collins, guys, he shut out Vic Beasley, number 44. That's their best player. Well, until yesterday, I guess, that defensive end Coleman or whatever, he was their best player yesterday. But Vic Beasley, linebacker, was one of the best players on the Atlanta defense. La'el Collins basically shut him out off the. He did this last week to Justin Houston against the Chiefs. He did it to Vic Beasley. That's great news, at least a little bit of good news from our offensive line. But Adrian Claiborne, that's his name, Claiborne. How can I forget that? He had 6 sacks, 5 against Chaz Green and once against Byron Bell. With 10 times they got help, and it was ugly, to say the least, guys. And I'll get to your questions in a minute. I need fiance back here. Yeah. Until then, hey, look. Speaking of, hold on. Let me change a couple.
You said you needed me?
Yes, I do. But unfortunately,
sorry. Go ahead.
You gotta ask some of these questions for me. I gotta get this all going. Oh, wait. Hold on, guys. 1 second as I get fiance here and unmuted on her microphone. Right there. Go ahead, baby. You're on. So hit some of these questions for us. Yes.
Thanks for joining us. Pretty soon it's going to be I get to rant for a little bit because I have a few things to say. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Really? You think I can't find something new to complain
I'm so
about?
tired of ranting right now, and I haven't got to the tip of the iceberg.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us here tonight. Let me see. So, Joshua,
if you haven't yet, guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up, that like button. Hit subscribe if you're new. And
hit the notification bell as well, guys, so you don't miss any updates on when we go live or break any kind of news, especially with so many injuries and all these things going on. As soon as we hear something, you guys will be the first to know.
Yep.
So let me see. Ruben, Joshua, Manuel, Alid, LL, Anthony. Let me see. I want to make sure I hit everybody.
Jose.
SpongeBob, Rona Musbom, Peanut, Eagle Fan. All you guys, Beast Mode Gamer, Hello Newman, all you guys, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Let me go ahead and go through some of your questions. Let me see. Dak has no trust in Green or Bell at left guard. He'll be nervous the whole time.
Correct.
And when Bell was in there, you saw the difference in Dak. You automatically saw him playing.
And actually, in my opinion, you saw it when Chaz Green was out there. After the first quarter, Dak was constantly looking behind his back, and it was constantly getting happy feet.
And the few times that I think he finally kind of let it go and did put trust in him,
creamed.
he ended up getting sacked.
Yeah.
So, let me see. The
Ruben,
Eagles will attack our left
peace out.
side.
Thanks for joining us. Hit that like button.
Guess what? The defense will be waiting for every play on the right side from pressure. You can almost do anything you want with that formula. Again, I know you mentioned that already, baby, of them possibly moving Zach Martin over. I've also heard that they're thinking about moving La'el Collins over there.
Don't count it though, guys.
Don't count on it, but I've heard that
right.
as well.
What Jason Garrett said that he would he was thinking about it. They were thinking about mixing and matching all these guys, but all he said
thinking a lot of things.
But all he said was that they're thinking about it. It's not going to be reality, and that's basically he's basically said, I'm stubborn. I'm a stubborn coach, and I'm going to do it my way. Rah rah.
Yeah. I don't know, guys. I gotta say, one of my best, one of the few highlights of last night's game was Skandrick. Skandrick getting in Garrett's
yelling
face. Garrett got a little freaked out. Like, if you see the whole
he didn't want to get back to him.
If you guys see the whole exchange, which I'll have to find it for you again, and make sure to follow us on Twitter as well, guys. We do post, some information through there as well. But if I find it again, I'll make sure to post it on Twitter. But you see the whole exchange. And Garrett looked like you can't really see what's going on. I'm not buying Garrett's excuse for what Skandrick said. No way. Skandrick was giving him so much crap.
Garrett's been lying since he took over, and everything is about covering up.
But you know what? Every coach has to do it.
I agree. They're covering up, but we're not stupid. I've been saying this before we met. Even I've been saying that Jason Garrett is just a BS talker, guys. Yeah. And he's been saying this since the beginning, since he's been with the Cowboys, and giving excuses why we were 8-8 3 times in a row with him at coach. So I'm sick and tired of his excuses. Been sick and tired of it for years and years. It's how everybody else is getting sick and tired of these excuses. And now it's starting to, hopefully Jerry Jones wakes up, but I'm not counting on Jones to do anything.
Guys,
not now and not in the offseason either.
Jerry Jones is going to be cold in his grave before we see any kind of change in coaching staff at this point. That's the way I see it.
It's got to get a lot. It's got to get a lot worse before Jerry Jones pulls that trigger. Trust me, a lot worse, and it's bad.
I have the unfortunate feeling that we're not going to see that trigger pulled for a while. I don't know, guys.
Just to add some to Garrett's, kind of idiotic lies. All right. So today he said on Jaylon Smith, I think he did some good things in the game. There were some positive things and some things he's going to learn from. Now, of course, we know he's going to learn from some things. Of course, he did a couple of good things.
He's going to learn from all the things.
He has some speed. He has some agility. We know the good things he does. We also know the things he's going to learn from. But I'm not hearing anybody say that he completely messed up almost every time when they ran the ball. When they had holes to fill, he went to the inside and they ran outside. He went to the outside and they ran inside. He got fooled every time. Lee does not do that. Hitch does not do that. There's got to be better coaching, and he needs more time. He can play 15 snaps a game, but they got to have two linebackers first, and right now they only have one.
Yeah, so and Cowboys Abroad, thanks for joining us, Mr. Wright said I'm scouting for the draft already, thinking about who's going to be the new head coach. Anyone but Garrett.
I cannot wait. But
Joshua really puts the nail on the head. It seems as if we don't have a plan B. The problem with that, guys, is here it is. Our plan B was Chaz Green. Our plan B was Jaylon Smith, I guess, for that position.
That's exactly it.
And all of our plan Bs completely fell apart, and then there's no plan C and no D, and even if there was,
it's not about that.
No, it's not even that.
If you're going to plan C, you're in trouble.
That's it. We had plan A and B, and that was it.
Well, guys, it's not plan B. I wouldn't even call it plan B. Because plan B is just, next guy up, as Garrett said. Well, Garrett always says, next guy up. It's not about next guy up. Yeah. When you're not training the guy that's next guy up, you're not training him properly to play that position. You're not really, whatever they're doing, they're not doing a good job. They're not doing a good job when it comes, again, I'm not saying it's all on the coaches. Obviously, the players have to play. But when Chaz Green doesn't get his feet set right, all right, and that was a big thing with him. He didn't get his arm set right. I mean, everything was bad. But that's his technique, guys.
Yeah, or again, he'd get his feet set and then forget his hands, or he'd get his hands
usually,
set and
usually his feet were out of it. Yeah,
very inconsistent there. And Cowboys Abroad, Cowboys pissed me off. Can't let Dak take those hits. So that was the most concerning part of the game for me. You saw Dak getting pissed. He was yelling at Garrett, it seemed like, but we didn't see the other angle there. But when he came off the field, we very rarely see Dak lose his composure in that way. You could tell he was rattled.
Yeah, and I'm just saying right there for whoever out there, the Eagle fans. I know we had Eagle fan out there. We have Joseph Sirianni. Everyone's ready to jump on the Cowboys. Listen, I'm going to be honest, and we're going to be honest. It's not going to be we're not going to pump up this game. Honestly, before this game yesterday, I thought we had a good chance to beat the Eagles. I think that if this is the way it's going to be for the Eagle game, we're going to get killed. We're going to get killed by the Eagle. I'm not trying to be...
we're going to get embarrassed. That's the worst part. Forget getting killed. We're going to get embarrassed. We're going to have to hear about this until the Eagles win a Super Bowl for like another 50 years. Yeah, I mean,
they're not winning the Super Bowls anytime soon. Sorry, Eagle fans. But I will say this. They're going to win their Super Bowl against us if this is the way we play. We're going to get Okay, he's get killed, whatever you want to call it. We're at home. It's national televised. There might be something for us to fight for. We're going to try hard. But when you have Chaz Green, if you have him in there and he's not going to improve from what he did this week, the Eagles are going to kill us. When you talk about Jaylon Smith being in there and he's not going to improve from what he did last week, we're not going to get anybody to fill in that spot. The Eagles are going to kill us. They're going to kill us with Blunt. They're going to kill us with Ajayi, and they're going to kill us with Wentz. And they're going to. And there's nothing we can do about it, guys. There's nothing that can be done. I said this in the other stream. I said it earlier in this stream. If we don't have if we don't have an adjustment to be made, whether it might be too late already, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why it bothers me. This is the worst feeling I've had after a game when it came to the opportunity for the future. Because after the Rams, there's a chance to bounce back. After the Green Bay game, there were still chances to bounce back. But the thing was that we started a lot of the season, and we knew that we were going to get Sean Lee back soon. We were going to get a lot of things kind of working again, after our bye week. So we had a chance to save the season. We had 3 wins in a row, and we played very good. And then the injury to Tyron Smith, guys, and then this injury in-game to Sean Lee. It just basically killed us on offense with Tyron Smith, on defense with Sean Lee. And, guys, just so you know, it's been announced today that Bailey's going to miss probably at least 2 or 3 more games. And you saw that hurt us yesterday. So all 3 aspects of the Dallas Cowboys, offense with Tyron Smith, defense with Sean Lee, and special teams with Dan Bailey. It's just 3 major losses that are going to be out probably this next game. Probably going to be out for longer than that. And that's why I say the season is pretty much – It's going to be really hard to get into the playoffs. Forget the wild card. I mean, forget about the division. Eagles are going to get that. But the wild card, guys, let's be real. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope that Jason Garrett comes up with some master plan and pulls something out of his butt that can fix our team. But I'm telling you right now, guys, with the way that the Cowboys have shown us, what Garrett has showed us for 10 years as a coach of some sort on our team and 8 years as a head coach or whatever it is, I'm telling you guys, I know the answer to this. It's bad. 8-8, here we come, guys. That's probably the best we're going to have if we stay the way we are right now. At best.
Let's catch up with some of you guys here in the comments. Give me just a second. Let me see. Every post-game interview is the same. Lots of good things we can improve on. I hate hearing Garrett nowadays. Peanut, I mean, you can basically put together one single interview of Garrett and use that for all 10 years. Let me see. What about scout guys? Do we put any blame on them? Manuel, I want to come back to your question because that's actually a good one.
Well, the scout thing, again, you don't know what's going to happen when you scout, but the thing is that once you get to this point, and we got a lot of good players based on scouting, but it's about working with what you got. Now, forget the scouting because now they're on our team. So why aren't the coaches teaching these guys how to I mean, they did it with L. Collins, and they had, a couple months of that. But if you're going to throw Chaz Green in a situation where he really doesn't know what he's doing, which he obviously didn't, you're just hurting the team, and you're going to hurt Dak.
It goes beyond a scouting thing at that point because,
it's coaching.
Again, I don't remember who was said it, but Chaz Green was with us for 3 years, guys. In those 3 years, not one person once saw anything that concerned them about Chaz Green.
Well, that's the thing, though. Chaz Green,
or as a backup to Tyron Smith, no one once threw him in there once at left tackle and said, hey, maybe he needs to improve on this. Maybe there's, I don't know. And he was playing with the first team all week. You're telling me they didn't see crap? Anyway.
Look, the point is that when they move him over from guard to tackle, that's the Cowboys, they counted on him to be guard.
Al Collins got moved to right tackle, and it took him a while before he really found his footing. But once he did, he got there because he had the ability. He had to learn more of the technique.
If you guys remember last year, before Ronald Leary took over at left guard, Chaz Green was a starter at left guard for 4 games, and then he got hurt against the Bears last year. And we put in Leary, and he just did fantastic. Green, back in the sidelines, guys.
Hurt.
Never, ever be counted on again. And then this year, now with Leary gone, well, we're going to put Chaz Green in there. Well, Chaz Green is injured all the time, so we can't rely on him. So now we put Cooper in, who did a good job with Travis Frederick on one side and Tyron Smith on the other. But then you throw the monkey wrench of our player here, garbage, Chaz Green on the left side, without proper coaching, without proper training, whatever you want to call it. If it's not enough time, you don't put him in there. I'm sorry, Dallas Cowboy coaches. You don't see enough out of him, you got to do something else. You just can't roll the dice and be stubborn. And that's what the Cowboys did. And that's why I'm highly pissed off, guys. I'm sorry. Go ahead. And all guys in here, please hit like on this stream. Hit subscribe if you're new. I see a lot of new names. I see a lot of people on here. Jacob,
right.
and in the past.
Joseph,
and
Jacob,
thank you all for joining us.
Thank you, guys. I want to get to your comments. You're making some really good points here. Let me see.
And I'm wearing my old school shirt.
So bad because of his feet. Mr. Wright, you're right. Let me see. Eagles lost the same starters. Left tackle, linebacker, running back. It seems like the Eagles coaching staff prepared their guys for the next man up. Got to give credit where it's due. So, Joshua, I agree. And that's one way the Eagles staff was able to prepare for that. And we saw how badly our team did not, because
Right.
I don't think it is as much of a personnel issue. I think we have guys that can do the job. They're not fantastic. They're not superstars. But we do have guys that can do the job. But again, those guys rely on everyone else, a lot of it, including the coaching staff. You can't have an army and not direct it, where to go or where to attack.
Not prepare them the right way.
Exactly, because if not, you'll get crushed. It doesn't matter if you have more, strategy. And this purely, the coaches just failed.
Another point is that, and not just on offense with the left tackle, but on defense, their linebacker, middle linebacker is out for the year. Yet, they fix their problems.
Yeah.
We don't. We stay with Jason Garrett's guys.
Yeah.
And his guys are Kellen Moore and Jeff Heath and trash like that, guys. And I'm telling you right now, we cannot. Jerry Jones, don't count on him making a change anytime soon, guys. Yeah. And be prepared to be upset next season when they keep Jason Garrett another year. This is going to be our Achilles heel for the rest of Jason Garrett's tenure. Hopefully he's gone sooner than later, and he will be gone one day. I think you're exaggerating a little bit.
One day,
but again, there's going to be so much that it can be done. Another 8-8 season or less than that, and that's what half of his coaching career with the Cowboys, or more than half, have been average or below. With the talent we've had, it's despicable, guys. He's right now. This right here. That's what's being hurt right now, guys. The star and what it stands for and the history behind it, because of Jason Garrett, because of Jerry Jones, because of that whole entire coaching staff of stubborn, rah-rah, fake words, fake coaching from Jason Garrett from the top to the bottom. That's what it's about, guys, and it's a disappointment.
So let me see. Cowboys have brought no confidence in Green. At this point, he couldn't guard my water cooler.
True.
Mr. Wright, it wasn't like Chaz got beat by a nobody. Perennial All-Pro, future Hall of Famer, defensive end got him. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, so guys,
really?
we made okay, he said he never
sarcastic.
It's obviously the joke. So guys, we made this guy's career. He needs to give Chaz Green $325,000 because this man had a sack incentive, I guess, and he earned from that Cowboys game $750,000. Wow. Chaz Green literally let him walk over to Dak and say, "Give me my money."
Chaz Green just gave him his money.
So other than that, the one thing I will put on the players, guys, I know you touched on it a little and not as much, but I really want to get in depth because this is the one thing I see it every game, and you will see me get pissed every time, these useless flags. When our own team is shooting itself in the foot with all these flags, I can take a flag from Tyron Smith.
Drive killers.
I guess I can take one from Jason Garrett because
Drive
those guys perform.
Jason Garrett.
Jason Witten. Oh my goodness. We've been talking about Jason Garrett so much, but I can accept the flag.
Don't ever compare those two guys ever.
I know, but I can accept a flag from those players because their overall performance usually outweighs that one flag, that one play, and even then, we've seen times where Tyron Smith cost us a drive or Jason Garrett cost us a drive.
Jason Garrett?
Oh my God, I did it again! Jason Witten. I'm just gonna say 82. There you go, guys. We've been saying Jason Garrett for so long. I literally feel like I have Jason Garrett's name just replaying over and over in my head. But guys, back to the flags. These flags bothered me so much in this game. This is probably, I have to go back and really count. I think we got more flags in this game than any other game this year.
I don't know about that, but it was close.
It feels like
it was ugly.
And a lot of them were just so unnecessary and during bad calls. And the one that bothered me the most, I got to say, was that punt. That I know it was
Bryce
close.
Butler?
Yeah, it was close enough. And I'm really not going to put too much on Bryce Butler, but I'm going to put this more on the team, I guess, because they shouldn't have been put in a position there. And again, just that one dumb move, and now that play
is ruined.
It's pretty much ruined,
and
not just for now, but probably for
the rest of the year. And again, guys, you got to remember that play could have really woken our team up. We were going to be in field goal range. We were about to drive. We were about to take the lead maybe or again, make it closer.
Hang on to the momentum of the game. On top of that,
late in the third quarter, it was 17-7. Kicking the field goal from 38 yards, and he misses it, Mike Nugent. Again, the Dan Bailey factor, 38 yards, whatever. The point is, miss a 38-yarder, that's disgraceful. And guys, the thing about missing a 38-yarder, we were making it 17-10 late in the third quarter. That changes the entire game, even with all the mistakes we had, even with all the weaknesses we had, even with Chaz Green about to be replaced. We still had a chance to win that game. And that was with Chaz Green playing the worst left tackle game of any human's career, I think, in the history of the NFL. I've never seen it that bad. Someone get burned that bad, unless he was like a high school player against NFL.
A singular player. We've seen teams fall apart, but I've never seen one singular player just say, "Hey, Falcons, here's your game." But
and again,
Mr. Wright said, "If I say Jason Garrett one more time, my hair will turn red and I'll lose my soul." So
Thank you.
If at midnight you guys take a candle, stand in front of your mirror, and say Jason Garrett, Jason Garrett, Jason Garrett, your team's going to lose the season. So,
guys, as far
I'll be right back in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, and I'll leave Fiance here with it.
Yep. Let me do this here. Hold on a second. This might be easier there. So, guys, back again. Let me get to the center seat here. I want to run through some quick things here. Okay, so Jason Garrett said he anticipates Bailey to be out versus the Eagles. We knew that, but anticipate him to be out a couple more weeks. Just about Chaz Green, here it is, guys. His second step, meaning after the ball is snapped and he goes back in his stance to block, pass block or whatever, it's pass blocking. That second step to react to where that defensive end is going to go, the whole game, guys, he was a step behind. That second step was just very late. He wasn't gaining any depth or getting his arms to be able to be placed anywhere to get a hold of and control the defensive end. If you're a lineman and a tackle, a left tackle more so, you have to learn to control that side, control your defensive end, control him so he doesn't get past you, and use your hands, use your feet, stabilize yourself. Got to be quick. He didn't do anything like that, guys. His second step was so slow. He lost any depth or any width to handle the rush. He was still basically attached to the line. He was still attached to Cooper. And that gave that outside end. You saw it all day. It wasn't inside where he got his sacks. He came outside around him every single time because Chaz Green was still attached to Cooper on that line. In his mind, he wanted to he wasn't fast enough to reach out to that outside and keep him at bay. It cost us big time, and that's poor coaching, guys. It's also poor playing by the player. But the coaches, I'm sure, had to have told him and had to try to work on that. But in the game, did anybody not tell him this? That the whole game he's been playing, it was like this. I mean, the offensive line coaches have to wake the hell up and tell him, hey, do this the right way, man. Dak Prescott says about our offensive line that I'm not going to lose confidence of any kind in them. I'm going to go back and look at the film and see what we could have done better as a unit. He says, basically that this is a team loss. Simple as that. Last week and other weeks, it was a team win. This was a team loss. Now, kudos to Dak for being a true leader and putting it on the whole team. But we know this thing came really from Chaz Green and the missing piece of not having Sean Lee and no competent depth for either of those two positions. That's what cost us the game directly. And if you want to go why that's happening, coaching staff. That's the problem. And I've been saying it since the first week. And if we win the Super Bowl, I'll still say it's the coaches the problem. The coaches are not maximizing the strengths of this team and are not putting us in the best chances to win. Our coaches are disappointing. Dak Prescott, I'm playing 3 games in 11 days. Like I mentioned, guys, now they're bringing it up. I've been saying it, 3 games in 11 days, 4 games in 18 days. It's a lot of games, and they're all without Zeke. So he said Dak said we don't want it to get easier. We're excited for this challenge. We're excited for what's coming ahead of us. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm not very excited. I'm scared of what's coming ahead of us. I'm scared that we're going to, without Chaz Green, it's going to destroy our offense, and without Sean Lee, it's going to destroy our defense. And guys, of all the players on our offensive line and our defense, those are the 2 guys we cannot lose. We can lose Zeke, for the suspension. We could have still gotten through this, but without Tyron Smith there, and we need him this week. We need him every week. Our offense is going to the doldrums, and on top of that, that's going to hurt our defense. And on top of that, without Sean Lee, even worse. There's not much coming back from this, guys. And of course, with Dak and Zeke, Dak did talk to Zeke yesterday. They text messaged each other after the game. He said, "We texted each other as friends, not as employees or teammates. We weren't even talking football for the most part." So basically, Dak and Zeke are just trying to keep in touch. Not talk about football, just kind of keep things together and not really bash the situation while Zeke's gone. Just going to let you know, guys, Garrett reaffirmed today they don't have any plans to move someone else, meaning Collins or Zach Martin, Alel Collins or Zach Martin, to left tackle, even though they thought about it. And he says that that's something you talk about but you don't do. That's Jason Garrett's grand wisdom. He says that Tyron Smith is day-to-day, and he's pushing that a lot for some reason. I don't know if he's trying to say he's going to be back. I'm not putting any confidence in seeing Tyron Smith back this week. And as we know, Sean Lee's basically gone for at least a game, probably 3. Tyron Smith worked out again this morning, guys. He worked out this morning, which is good, but he's unable to practice on Wednesday. There's a vet day as he usually gets, and they're saying he'll probably not practice this week. Very uncertain he's going to play on Sunday. I'm just reiterating these things for the last time. It doesn't look good, guys. They're saying day by day, but don't just read between the lines when it comes to Garrett and that crew. Again, with Sean Lee, Jason Garrett said it looks like it's going to be some time he's not going to be there. It doesn't sound like he's going to be practicing much, and if at all, this week. And like I said, guys, he's not going to practice anytime soon, meaning no immediate practice for Sean Lee. The word is 3 games, no Sean Lee. On Dak Prescott's rushing touchdown, guys, that was the 11th of the year, the only touchdown we had yesterday, and it was a run by Dak Prescott. Fantastic. He held us together, guys, for as much as he could with the pressure he was getting hit with and pressured and sacked. He did a fantastic job with everything else going around him. But his 4th rushing touchdown of the season, which he did do on that option play, it looked like he was going to pitch it forward to Dez. Noah Brown did a lot of good things there. He deserves some credit. The only defender that had a chance was the one that was Tack McKinley, okay? And it was a very tough blocking assignment for Noah Brown, but he did a great job. So much kudos for Noah Brown, our 6th receiver, our 7th-round draft pick, came to life again, doing a great job as our receiver, as one of our low receivers. I'm very happy as a rookie what he's doing. So he helped a lot on that play, blocking Tack McKinley out to give Dak Prescott that touchdown. So fantastic job by a lot of our players, but most of it was a disaster. Most of it was a disaster because of the coaching, and it's just a real shame to see a team with so much talent, with so much ability, with so much possibility to be flushed down the toilet once again, like we did year after year after year when Garrett was giving us 8 and 8 seasons and putting Romo in tough situations. No discipline. We had penalties and different things that would put Romo in 3rd and 18s, and then he'd throw an interception trying to get us that win. A lot of that was Romo, but a lot of that was the coaching. That's from Garrett. And it's unfortunate that these things are going to continue to hurt us with the Dak Prescott era as soon as if we continue to keep Jason Garrett on board on this team. He's already losing the team. I think he's lost them. I think it just took something like this to really put the nail in the coffin when it comes to what the team feels about Jason Garrett. And enough of that rah-rah BS that he puts out there for everyone to see. It's falling on deaf ears, guys. So let's see here. I'm sorry. Fiance is gone. I lose track of the chat, and I'm sorry, guys. I'll try my best to catch up. All right. So Joshua Rosado, thank you. I know you're an Eagle fan. I appreciate your real talk, and I'm trying to be real about my Cowboys. Really love the excitement of the division can potentially give us the next 8-10 years. I agree. These 3 quarterbacks, Manning, bye-bye, but Cousins still around for now. Wentz and Dak will be the leaders of this division for the years to come. Last year was Dak's year. This year is Wentz's year. We'll see who wins it next year. I think it'll be much different and better, but hopefully we have a different coach in play. Peanut, what's up? Yeah, it's going to be a fight. I agree. Everybody out here is on target when it comes to the future of our division, the NFC East, with Wentz and Dak especially, more than even Kirk Cousins. Wentz and Dak are going to be the ones that really lead the league, as the best quarterbacks in the next 10 years. You're going to see these guys, I predict, as being, the main guy is there, so that's definitely a good sign. But again, guys, as far as our coaching is concerned, we're going to waste our opportunities for any kind of Super Bowl championships, adding on to our 6th, 7th, and 8th ring/trophies, which we're going to get. I know it, but not with this coach, not with Jason Garrett, not with this coaching staff. And I don't care about Marinelli. I don't care about Linehan. In the end, they're all to blame, but the biggest one to blame is Jason Garrett. And I've been saying this from the beginning, guys. Jason Garrett makes that final call. He's the one that gets everything run to him, in whether it's watching film, whether it's talking to the coaches in the coaches meeting, whether it's seeing what they're doing on the field. It's Jason Garrett's call at the end. And you know what? He continues to put our team in bad situations. He continues to put our team in a situation where we're passing on 2nd down after a 2-yard gain instead of, and when we're able to run the ball, or we're passing on 1st down and giving us and making it incompletion. Now it's 2nd and 10, putting our quarterbacks, our team, in a less than positive situation that fits our team structure. This is coaching issues, guys. These are facts. Manuel Corona, how much about our whole O-line not getting on there to block opens holes for more? So look, a lot of it, our running game suffered because of what happened with Chaz Green. Because of his breaks down Jonathan Cooper's ability to rely on Tyron Smith, which is now Chaz Green breaking down. Well, he has to kind of help out, which means that the center, Travis Frederick, has to help out, which means that now there's holes opening up and there's opportunities for the defenders to break in there and stop any kind of possible runs. We did okay. But guys, we didn't do as good as we could have done. And again, with Zeke, we would have seen the same thing with Zeke as we did in Denver, because that's what happened in this game. Our offensive line broke down, and in that Denver game with Sean Lee, which we lost, we didn't have Hitchens in that game. We played horrible on defense, and Sean Lee had a horrible game against Denver. So when you have Sean Lee who's out or having a horrible game, and you have our offensive line who is, as a whole, is either having a horrible game like we did against Denver, or it is a breakdown like we had with Tyron Smith, with Tyron Smith's spot, which is Chaz Green, the whole line breaks down and we get results like 27-7 yesterday against the Falcons, like 40-17 against the Broncos. That's what happens when you have breakdowns with your linebacker, like Sean Lee or Anthony Hitchens. That's what happens when you have a breakdown, even one, on your offensive line. And the worst part about it is that after knowing the breakdown, all of us here, my fiance and I, Little G, and all you guys sitting at home watching in the stadium, wherever you're at, you guys all see that breakdown was happening since the first quarter. And the Cowboys, number one, didn't give them any help, guys. They gave that left tackle spot in the first 3 quarters to Chaz Green 8 times. They helped them with either a tight end or a running back. In the last quarter, when they put Byron Bell in, they helped him twice with a running back or a tight end. So guess what, guys? 10 times on the left tackle spot that was getting killed the entire game. And our adjustment, which is not really an adjustment because we still give help sometimes to that side. 10 times there was help made and given to Chaz Green / Byron Bell in a full entire 60-snap game. Embarrassing, guys. Embarrassing, uncalled for, irresponsible by the coaching staff, and a risk to our franchise quarterback, Dak Prescott. Bill Murphy, what's up, man? Let me start look at these. I'm gonna look at my phone. I'm losing all the chats here, and I need to get it on my phone. Which, here we go, guys. And again, guys, thank you all for joining us here. First and foremost, thank you all for throwing out your information. I'm gonna look back at this video and see some of your questions, some of your comments, and probably incorporate it into tomorrow's stream, because I learned from you guys like you learned from us. So keep the questions coming, keep the comments coming. If I miss it, I am sorry. We'll try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're new, hit subscribe. I know we just got another subscriber. We're basically 150 away from hitting super chat, guys, and hitting the 1K. We got something special for that. Even if it's a bad season, guys, we're going to be here for it all. Trust me, guys. Trust me. I know how it feels. Fiance knows how it feels. You guys know how it feels. I could not get on there last night and rant a little bit for an hour and a half about what happened to our Cowboys team yesterday. Let me first give shout-outs to everybody here. I'm going back as far as I can. DJ Crown J, Mr. Wright, Cowboys Abroad, Cowboys 42. Jacob Hunt, Dano 896. How you doing? Yes, no Sean Lee or Tyron this week. Almost count on that for sure. Chase Benavides, what's up? Peanut. Who else? Manuel Corona, Alid Aubrey, Kerry Batista, Joshua Rosado, even if you're a Philly fan. Eagles 767, even though you're an Eagle fan. Who else is on here? Bill Murphy, who says this was focused and concentrated on beating Philly and figure out how we're going to do that. How we're going to do that, guys? I don't know how we're going to do that. If we have no Tyron Smith and we have no Sean Lee, we better pick some superstar up, or else we're in trouble, guys. Or the coaching staff better get on top of things and really fix these 2 spots on our team. I don't count on that this week, unfortunately, Billy. But we'll talk more about the Eagles as the week goes on. I just want to get this off our chest, this Falcon disaster and the injuries going forward, which is going to be a problem not just for the Philly game, but for the next week game, a quick turnaround against the Chargers. Then we have a week later, again Thursday, we have the Redskins, a divisional game. Then 10 days later, we have another divisional game, the Giants. Then we get the Raiders, the Seahawks, and the Eagles to finish the season. No breaks around here, guys. No breaks. Put him back on. There we go. Fiance's back in the house. So as I check on this, Kevin Bilbo, thank you for joining us. And again, guys, all of you guys in there, hit that like button, hit subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell. And yes, I agree with you, Billy Murphy. 3 weeks is what I'm hearing as well. 3 weeks of no Sean Lee. We're looking at at least
3 miserable weeks.
We're in trouble. We're in trouble, guys. We're going to lose every game if we don't. I'm talking about the Chargers, the Eagles, the Redskins. We're going to lose them all if we're missing Sean Lee, and we don't have a capable backup. If we don't have Durant picking up the slack and splitting time with Jaylon Smith, we're going to lose. We've had Jaylon Smith in there full time, or if we have Justin Durant in there full time, we're going to lose. We lost our chance with Navarro Bowman, and this is what happens, guys. We lost our chance to really solidify the left tackle backup spot. This is what we got, guys. This is how coaching hurts us. This is how front office stubbornness occurs, and I say mainly Jerry Jones on this. So it's bad. Go ahead, baby. Hit some of the questions up. She's the question queen over here.
Mano, you said we're gonna have to keep a running back, or let me see. You said we're gonna have to keep a running back or tight end out there all game. The only way I see Dak being safe takes plays away from us. So
yes,
I was the one that said that Keith Smith, number 41. Would probably that I just expected to see him out there blocking more or helping out on that side more. But like you said, baby, he was only out there. Chaz Green only had help for like 8 plays.
8 plays out of 3 quarters, and Byron Bell 2 plays out of 1 quarter.
So regardless,
10
they
times
weren't giving
left tackle.
Even knowing that was going to be the weaker side, the Cowboys didn't adjust their plan too much to have any help out there.
And here's the thing,
but it limits our plays when we do that, and that's kind of the problem. Our playbook is only so big.
The thing that hurt us is this, guys. Jason Garrett said it earlier in the week that we're not changing a thing with Tyron Smith there or not, and that's a problem. That's stubborn. That's ignorant. Exactly. And the thing is that
things don't change when you don't have Zeke. I mean, things have to change. That's the point.
Yeah, but that's different because that comes down to our offensive line. So yeah, things change, but it's not to change the game plan. It just changes maybe who you put in and when.
I still think it's dumb to say that things aren't going to change. But sorry guys, give me just one more second. I will be back once again.
Really? What happened, baby? Yeah, all right. So sorry, guys. I don't know. She's busy by you right now, and trust me, she's. We all have a tough schedules, tough situations, tough things in life. We gotta battle it. Balance everything around, and on top of that, we're pissed about the Cowboy game yesterday, and even more so about the injuries and the way the coaches are doing us wrong here, guys. So again, I think what my fiance is saying is that playing another person on that spot. Listen, in the game yesterday, if you don't practice this during the week and say, what if Tyron Smith's replacement, whoever it may be, Chaz Green or Byron Bell, what if that player starts to break down? You have to think about this as a just in case. The Cowboys don't do this. So it's obvious because you saw what they did last. They were scattering and fumbling around to fix this problem. So they put Witten on one play, moved them from the right side to the left side to help Chaz Green, and we ran to the right side, and it was basically a 2-yard loss on a running play, guys. This is the problem. You cannot just make an in-game change like that adjustment without having practiced it in practice. One step ahead in case, if this person's not here, if this person doesn't produce, we need to have something in play in case he cannot handle it. Instead of saying, which is probably what the Cowboys did, led by Jason Garrett, saying, we got to stick with him to the end. Obviously, they wanted to stick with him to the end as they held him off. The coaches held out Byron Bell until the end of the 3rd quarter, 4th quarter. That shows you the Cowboys had no backup plan. This is a failure of the coaches. And so even if you put Keith Smith in there, even if you put in Witten or one of the other tight ends to help that side, you're losing a player that's supposed to block for Morris, for Smith, for McFadden going the other way or going that way. We're losing a blocker. We're losing a decoy. We're losing a play action situation where we needed that player on the other side or somewhere else or to help blocking on the blitz. Well, now we got to use that player to help, basically using 2 for 1 on that left tackle spot, which is not a plan B. That's how you lose games. Teams will then come the other way, and then you can have that side solidified, but now you have the other side with extra players to disrupt the entire scheme, the play, the game plan. The Cowboys have no brains when it comes to game planning with adjustments. Game planning before the game starts. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens? Guys, my fiance and I, we coached one little 2 months little dot, a little drop in a bucket of flag football with 8, 9, and 10-year-old kids. And we game planned that if this kid couldn't make it this week, we had something in place. And if they needed help, we knew what to do. And we won. I know it's completely different. It's 2 different complete levels. But guys, it's the foundational same thing. This foundation is the same. You don't go into a game when you know you might be missing somebody and say, we'll figure it out in game. That's ignorant, stupid, and bad coaching. This is what Jason Garrett has done. Not this year. Not last year. Years and years and years since he was the offensive coordinator, guys. And if you guys, maybe some of you guys haven't been here for those years. Maybe you guys don't remember the years of 8-8 with Jason Garrett as head coach. But that's what our team is about. That's what Jason Garrett is about, and that's what he's making. That's why he wasted Romo, and he's right now, a year and a half in, wasting Dak. So last year it worked out because Dak and Zeke saved us. It wasn't because of the coaching. The coaches went with something simple, and it worked. And they didn't have to adjust it because they did it on their own. Dak and Zeke did it. Nobody was prepared for that. This year they're prepared, and the Cowboys made no changes. the Cowboys coaches made things almost worse. So let me see here, guys. All right, I know, Billy Murphy, I'm sorry. I know it's not going anywhere. Thoughts of beating Philly, guys, that's going to come in the next tomorrow or so. Beating Philly, it's going to be tough. I mean, we have to run the ball. Is that going to be able to be done with a bad offensive line? When it comes to the left tackle, we're going to be in trouble. So, yeah, we got to run the ball. We could beat Philly if we run the ball. That's step one. Step two, put pressure on Wentz. They lost their left tackle for the entire year, a 9-time Pro Bowler. And they're doing great. They haven't lost a step. What I say is maybe test that side. Test the left tackle on the Eagles. Try to get Wentz moving around. Happy feet. Get him around, maybe blitz him a little bit. I mean, he does well on blitzes, so you got to be prepared. But he's not as mobile as Dak, although he's surprisingly mobile for a guy his size. So you got to have that maybe that deacon defense where we have that three guys on the front line and that deacon linebacker, which is usually Justin Durant, as the guy who watches the soft zone and then attacks the quarterback. That might be what helps out as you watch someone like a Wentz. If we cannot get pressure on him, we're going to get destroyed on the defensive side of things. And if we cannot stop the run with or without Sean Lee, which if we have Sean Lee, we stop the run. We don't. If we're missing Anthony Hitchens and we have Sean Lee, we have trouble stopping the run. If we can't stop the run against the Eagles, if we cannot put pressure on the Eagles, it does not matter what we do on offense with our broken offensive line at left tackle. It doesn't matter. We're going to get our butts handed to us. So to win this game, the left tackle has to be secured. I don't care how we do it. I don't care if it's Tyron Smith. If he's back, then we have a chance. That's step one. If we don't have him in, the Cowboys better figure out what to do, whether it's adjustments or doubling that side up with another blocker, but then you got to make the plays work right. You just can't go in game and then throw in Keith Smith over there, throw in Jason Witten over there, and then the play breaks down because it's not meant to have that happen that way. So that's the problem. So we got to be ready for number one with that. If Chaz Green is playing or wherever, because right now it looks like it's going to be Chaz Green if Tyron Smith doesn't play, what are you going to do to help him out if needed? Are you going to make adjustments? Are you going to practice that this week? That's on the Cowboys coaching staff. That's number one. I think aside from that, with that breakdown in the passing game, you give Dak no chance. You give our offense no chance. The breakdown on the rushing game, and again, I don't blame the running backs. I blame the offensive line, mainly Chaz Green. If we have Tyron Smith, I think you'll see us have a big chance on offense to really control the game. And you'll see Dak Prescott with time to be able to find the receivers that are open. That was a problem he had yesterday. He didn't have any time to find the receivers to come out of their routes. He had no time. He had half a second before he was pressured and another half a second before he went down. Unfortunately, thanks due to the missing position of Tyron Smith to the Chaz Green blocking and Byron Bell blocking combo. It was just garbage, guys, and we did nothing in adjustment. So that's on the offensive side. How we beat them, we got to establish the run, and that will help us in the passing game, making good, smart, conservative, but productive pass plays. We got to block, though. That's number one on offense. On defense, we got to stop the run, and we have to put pressure on Wentz with our front four or front three with our deacon defense. Whatever it is, I don't know what the Cowboys are going to do. I don't know if they're just going to go with the same old thing. If we do that, we lose. And if we don't improve what we're doing here at the left tackle with Tyron Smith's replacement, if we don't improve whatever happens with Sean Lee being gone for 3 games, definitely being gone for this one, and Tyron Smith being gone for this game, we are in trouble, guys. There's no other way around it. I can sit here and say we'll win if we outscore the Eagles. How's that? I will win. But honestly, guys, outside of that, what else do you want me to say? I'm not Jason Garrett. If I was, I guarantee you we'd have a better record than we have now. Yes, I said it. I'm a better coach than Jason Garrett. So, yeah, guys. Yeah, exactly, Kerry Batista. Dak and Zeke made Jason Garrett look great. Bradley Westervelt, thank you. How you doing? Everybody on here, by the way. I see a lot of new names, and I'm glad you guys joined us. I know as a nation, Cowboy Nation, even the haters out there, that's fine. You know what? We deserve it. Not that we deserve it, but I don't mind taking it because you know what? I'm yelling at the Cowboys right now, the Cowboys coaches, the Cowboy players, and it's not even on the players as much as it is on the coaches. They need to teach Tyron Smith's the replacement better. They need to teach Sean Lee's replacement better, and that goes to Chaz Green, Byron Bell, and Jaylon Smith. These 3 guys need to be improved upon, or else we're done, guys. We're done for the season. This season's over. It's over. I'm telling you right now, no playoffs, no wild card, forget the division. Now, let's look at the positives. Let's say somehow the Cowboys coaching staff and the players wake up, get it together, and adjust properly. If some kind of miracle occurs, and that occurs, we can beat the Eagles. We can run on them. We can throw on them if our line blocks for us. And on defense, if we can just slow down the running game, however it's done, I don't know, with a front four with some help with Hitchens, I don't know. But if we can slow down the run and we can get some pressure even, not even sack, but hit Wentz, pressure him, and get a couple sacks in there with the front four, maybe throw some blitzes in there, we have a shot. We're at home. We have nothing to lose. And I say nothing to lose because we're expected to lose, guys. We have everything to lose. This is the season, especially when it comes to the division. We lose this game, Eagles have the division won. I give it up to them. They got it, and they pretty much have it now anyways, even if we did win. If we win, at least we got a shot. We at least are in some kind of a 2-game distance back on catching the Eagles. But until that even comes close, I'm not even thinking about that. If we win, we're still in it in the division. But let's talk about realistically. If we lose, we still have a wild card chance only if we fix those 2 issues on our team, guys, and we get Dan Bailey back sooner than later. We need him back because that hurt us yesterday too. A lot of things hurt us on special teams. That penalty by Bryce Butler hurt us, even though it was handsy by both teams. And the guy looked like he fell. They called it on Bryce Butler. It was called. Badly called game. I'm not going to sit here and say that there was a great. The refs did great for both teams. It was not. They missed a lot of penalties that were on the Falcons. A lot of face masks. A lot of things that could have went either way. And still, I'm not going to complain about that. This is not on the referees, guys. This is not on the refs. This is on the Cowboys coaching staff. The refs did not make it easier for us, but I don't want to rely on the refs. I'm not going to sit here and blame the refs for our loss. It's the Cowboys coaching staff not getting our team ready for many games, honestly. So let's see here. Manuel Corona is exactly what Nate knew. I know we're bound for an hour. I just got the notification from Fiance, and we're going to have to get off here shortly. But I do want to say that this is worth it, guys. We went a little over our 1 hour. I didn't want to go even an hour, but I'm just ranting here as well. If you want to hear more ranting, go to my video from last night. There's a lot of rants on there too. Armit, how you doing? There will be a major improvement on offense this week, but the D is the concern. The D is the concern when it comes to Sean Lee and our offensive line. If we cannot control the game, guys, if we keep punting, going 3 and outs, or making stupid holding penalties or stupid penalties throughout the game and killing our drives, which happen as well, and that's on the players, but also on the coaches, guys. That's called discipline. Jimmy Johnson would cut half this team 20 years ago if this crap was going on the way we're seeing here on a weekly basis. Even when we win games, there's still a lot of things that I know Jimmy Johnson would never stand for. We got soft marshmallow redhead puppet coach Jason Garrett, who lets everything go, and then on top of that, Skandrick gives him a verbal tongue lashing right in front of national television. And you know what? Usually I say I don't like that. Garrett deserves it. I want to be out there. I want to give him a tongue lashing. I'm telling you guys, at the Pro Bowl, I wasn't very nice. Jason Garrett was our coach, and I saw him right in front of me. He shook my hand. I said, "Go Cowboy." I said, "But get better with the coaching." I screamed it in his ear. He just looked the other way, kept walking. I wish I had video of that. I wish. But they're coming back this year, guys, and I don't know which Cowboy's going to make the Pro Bowl, and I really hope that none do, because that means we're in the Super Bowl. But let's get real. We'll probably see a couple Cowboy players in the Pro Bowl in the January, and we're going to be there covering it and talking to some of these players, hopefully, and getting some, I don't know, discussing some stuff, hopefully with a player or two, or just going live from the Pro Bowl in the practices and stuff. But I'm telling you right now, if I have a chance to talk to any of these Cowboy players, I'm going to get Jason Garrett off your team, please. Cowboys, talk to Jerry Jones, do something. Make a plea, make your case, plead your case to get Jerry Jones to fire Jason Garrett and get a good coach in there, a hard-nosed coach like a John Gruden, like a Bill Cowher. I don't know. Throw me some more names, guys. Parcells, Jimmy Johnson style thinking guy, tough guy. Me, I'll go out there, guys. Give me, $100,000 a year, I'll do it. Wayne S., how you doing? Smith has a recurring back problem. Longevity could be a problem. And we were talking about this a couple days ago, that the fear with the Cowboys front office and coaching staff was that Tyron Smith, his problems are going to linger into not just this week that we just missed with the Falcons, but they said even if he plays this week, even if he plays next week, it's an ongoing issue. The Cowboys have taken note. A little late, but they've taken note. Unfortunately, we have nobody to right now. It's talking about right now, not next year. We have a chance to get fill in for maybe a better backup tackle. We need to have a better tackle backup for Tyron Smith. whether we keep him or not. You know, he's a Hall of Famer, guys, but he's got to, you know, we got to have a reliable, which is not Chaz Green, not injury prone, which is Chaz Green. You know, well, it's not Chaz. He's always injured. He's not reliable, and you saw what he did yesterday, guys. This is garbage. Bell give up a sack, holding call, and give up a forced fumble. And they're saying he might be and Byron Bell might be the guy who's gonna start this week, guys. That's what's incredible. The Cowboys went from bad to worse or worse to worse. It's just the same thing. There's really no change. So let's see here, guys. I'll go through some of these comments here before we cut out. And again, I want to thank everybody on here who's joined us and watching. Hit that like button for the stream. It helps our channel out, guys. We're a small channel, just growing after 4 months. But we have one thing all in common here, and we have that passion for the Dallas Cowboys. Win, lose, or draw, guys, forever. And I'm telling you out there's a lot of other teams out there, a lot of other fans, a lot of people watching their teams. They care about fantasy football. They care about, you know, about a lot of football teams. They have 2 or 3 favorite teams. I'm telling you right now, this place right here is only one team that matters, the Dallas Cowboys. And if you have any other teams, you ain't a football fan. If you care about your fantasy more than about the Dallas Cowboys, you ain't a Cowboy fan. Remember that, guys. You heard it from me. And that's the truth. Now, let's see here, guys. Let me go back here. And I want to say hi to LT Metters Jr. What's up, man? Thank you for joining our subscribing to here. I know I saw your comment. Thank you for posting it. I try to reply to almost every comment out there. Might be a little later than you think, but I'm going to try to reply to everyone's comments out there. And thank you all for participating. The whole channel, this Cowboys Nation doesn't grow. It doesn't become something real if we don't all kind of discuss things together and kind of get involved as a team together as Cowboy fans. So, guys, let's see here. I'm going back a little bit farther. Let me see. Wayne S. Yeah, I talked about him. Cowboys I talked about giving up the sack. Brady Westervelt says, we need new safeties. We can't tackle. I think Byron Jones is decent. I don't like Jeff Heath. He's garbage. I think Xavier Woods needs to start now. Take Jeff Heath. He's one of Jason Garrett's guys. Take him, throw him in the same heap. You have Kellen Moore with one of Garrett's guys. Get her out of here. Let's see here. Yes, Billy Murphy. We will never blame it on the refs. Now, we will complain about the refs when there's a bad call, like Garrett, like Dak getting his helmet grabbed. We're gonna yell it. We're gonna say it's a bad call because you know what? It is a bad call. But that's not why we lost the game. We lost the game because of the coaches and the green light that was given to Chaz Green, Tyron Smith's backup, and the green light that with no adjustment. Let's just roll with it, and whatever happens with no adjustment in the background, with no plan B, no nothing. This is coaching. Coaching 101, why we suck at coaching. And Jason Garrett needs to get the heck out. Yes, get him out of there. I agree, Manuel Corona. Get him out. Yes, I know. Well, see, LT Metters is a Eagle fan, and we appreciate you on here, even if you are. Yeah, we do the real talk, and we'll see you here on Sunday night. All the Eagle fans, please join us for our Sunday night. You know, it's going to be a primetime Sunday night live stream, game day reaction. The fam's going to be here. We're going to be loud and proud, even if we're going to lose or win, whatever. We're here screaming, guys. And you know what? I don't give up on the Cowboys. I never do. But I am real. And we are honest and serious about the Cowboys. And I'm sorry, I got to be real. And being real is we're in trouble. And I don't care about the Eagles. We're in trouble if we played the Browns. We're in trouble. Just letting you guys a little insight on that. When you lose Tyron Smith, and you saw what happened yesterday, and there's no coaching adjustments made, we're going to lose every game. So let's see here, guys. Armit says, I think playing at home will help us with the running game, refs, and holding calls. Yeah, I mean, we definitely have to slow down the game, guys. That goes for every week with us. That's the way our team is built, for our offensive line to block for Zeke or whoever's the running back, and then open up the passing game based off of the run, which then in turn helps their defense pin the ears back and attack the quarterback when they know it's going to be a passing game only and it's 14-3 or 17-3. That's when we take over on defense. But if we have to play catch up, our defense is below average. So let's see here. Billy Murphy says he wants to shake Sanders' hand for yelling at the coach. I agree. It's sickening, and I guess Skandrick, even though he's not my favorite player, much props to him for doing what he did, because I know if it was me, I would have done it 2 years ago. I would have done it 7 years ago. You guys are helping me out with this, getting this off my chest. So thank you for the extra late stream, because I'm telling you guys right now, I wasn't going to stay on more than 45 minutes. We're on an hour and 15, I think, and we're still rolling. Don't worry. As soon as the fiance is out of the shower, you know, we already ate. You know, we're calling it a night. So Heath can play special teams. So can Kyle Wilbur. And that's as best for Heath we can do. Keep him on special teams. Eagles need to stop now. It's time to stop. Yeah, I don't know about that, Brady. Eagles ain't going to stop because they got the confidence that we had last year. We were 8-1 last year at this point, and that's what the Eagles are this year. So, again, I hate the Eagles, and I dislike them more than any team in the league, but you got to give it credit where credit's due. Congrats to the Eagles for 8-1 being midseason champions, but you don't get a trophy for that. We might not make the playoffs. We might not win the division, but we got 5 trophies in our case. You guys still haven't got a trophy yet, and you know what? You got a long way to go, guys. You got the Saints out there to deal with. The Vikings got some defense. You still got Seattle out there. You got, you know, very surprising teams like the Rams out there going to give the Eagles some trouble. Let's see here now. Let's see, Eagle fan. I remember my team used to lose. Yeah, I know. You'll remember it soon again, Eagle fan. Although I will say, I was making a joke, but being honest with all the Eagle fans out there, there's 3 or 4 of them out there. I think you're going to see the Cowboys and Eagles when we have our full team together and you have your full team together. You're going to see some of the best battles in the NFC East that we've had in years. Not this year and not last year because, again, guys, we kind of handled you last year. We let you win that last game. That doesn't count. This year, we'll see what happens. I still think we're going to win, but we really need Sean Lee and Tyron Smith. I don't think we're going to have them. And without them, you're going to see us cheering, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get beat. And, you know, before this, I think we could have beat you guys. So LT Metters, he's asking all Cowboy fans, do you agree with Skip? And I don't watch Skip, guys. I don't watch ESPN. I'm done with those channels. This is all talking heads trying to create controversy. I want to deal with facts and non-bias. But he said that if no Sean Lee, the game is over. I think that no Sean Lee, going with, and again, on top of no Sean Lee and no adjustments, if we didn't have Anthony Hitchens and no adjustments, we lose. If we don't have Sean Lee and no adjustments, we lose. The chances go way up when both these guys, one of these 2 guys are out and we make no adjustments to help us. So that's my opinion on that. I guess I kind of agree with Skip, but I don't care about him hedging his bets. He's garbage to me. Yeah, we are upset, Wayne S. Mark Holmes going to the game in Dallas. I hope that he can be loud out there for us, guys. That should be cool, too. I know he's going to have a lot of stuff going on for that. So much love and props to Mark Holmes doing what he can with Joe Boo. But we do our stuff here, too, guys. Yeah, I know he's an OG. OG or offensive guard, either way. I used to be a quarterback, so I know how to read defenses. Shallow Hal, Mark Holmes looks like Ron Leary. He does, I know. So let's see here. Cowboys way to just move Chase to guard and Cooper to tackle. Oh, I guess you mean Chaz Green to guard and Cooper to tackle. I think Cooper is not a very good tackle. He's a guard, basically. So I don't know if they're not gonna move La'el Collins or Zach Martin over the left side, guys. It's the stubbornness of Jason Garrett and his coaching staff. Expect to see Chaz Green this weekend at left tackle, and expect to see Jaylon Smith playing linebacker against the Eagles. Bad news for us Cowboy fans. Manuel Corona says, just realized if Jason goes, forget the Kellen Moore whole system goes with Garrett, plus the Nook and Cranny is a very forward team. I mean, those are his guys, and you see them slowly dropping off. Hopefully Garrett's next. Ernesto Campos, wisdom on your words. Same situation even the next week would be versus the Browns. Exactly. It doesn't matter who we play. It doesn't matter if it's the Eagles. The Eagles are going to beat us, but not because the Eagles are great, although they're very good this year. I'm not putting you guys down. You guys have a very good team. Good luck, although I'm not really wishing you that good luck. I hate the Eagles. But I see the Eagles falling eventually in the playoffs. What I'm trying to say is that I don't care about that. We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. And yes, we're still the East champs until the season, until you guys take it from us. And it's close, but I'm going to wear this hat until you guys take it from us. But yes, thank you for that, Ernesto. Thank you. Terrabelli, what's up, man? Sorry, again, worse than us are them with their Giants. They just lost to the winless 49ers. So Terrabelli, you know, our condolences. But I will say one thing they have over us is they're going to have a high draft pick next year. They better use it on a lineman. David Williams, John Gruden, I wouldn't be against that. Byron Jones at corner. I say Byron Jones over the tight end, which we did in the beginning, and it helped. And then we took Byron Jones off the tight end, off Hooper, and then he scored twice. He almost scored on once on the play. And the next play, he did the same exact thing, and he scored a touchdown. Do you know why? Because we had Damian Wilson covering him, guys, who's a run-stopping linebacker but cannot cover. We didn't have Sean Lee either. Put it together, guys, how you want. But you see where we break down because of no Sean Lee. So on that play with Hooper, the tight end going around, number 81, he made the catch, almost got in the end zone, dove in and didn't get it. Next play, did the exact same play, and exactly the same thing happened. Damian Wilson, linebacker, got fooled twice. Cost us some points. I wish we had Belichick, Wayne. Trust me, I wish. And yes, I know Brian Bradford. Yes, to Law Nation. I meant to say that yesterday. Congrats. I'm so happy he's back. He does some great stuff. Love Law Nation. Saints in the Super Bowl. I'd rather see the Saints or the Vikings in the Super Bowl than the Eagles, for sure. And guys, remember, even if we don't make the playoffs, you know we're going to live stream almost every playoff game. Definitely NFC playoff games. Definitely Eagle games. So make sure you watch it with us. You're going to have a reaction. Game day, playoffs, I don't care. Super Bowl, we're going to do it. Whoever's in it. Obviously, we love to see these guys in there, but chances are getting slimmer and slimmer by the moment as I hear this news coming out of Sean Lee missing 3 games. Tyron Smith probably missing this game at least. Dan Bailey missing 3 games more. That's 3 major players on our offense, our defense, and our special teams, 1 in each. And it's breaking down our entire team. All right, so let's see here. Yes, I agree, Wayne. As somehow New England gets these players, Martellus Bennett, they get back. Perfect. Just put him back in. He gets 3 catches. He's got more catches than all our tight ends combined in one game, and he's got a hurt shoulder, and he's just on a new team. A new team. We know he knows the system, but New England's smart. They're smart about what they do. They're smart about the money. They're not stubborn like Jerry Jones. They're not stupid like Jason Garrett. Just calling it how it is, guys. So Boogie ND, defense, for sure. For sure. I mean, defense is the main thing. And I'm telling you, we could have held it together with Sean Lee. And I call it our Bermuda Triangle. Sean Lee, Anthony Hitchens, and David Irving. Fantastic. Those 3 guys are our keys to our defense. But the biggest key to our defense is our offense. Be more specific, not our running back, our offensive line. If our offensive line can protect Dak in passing, but more importantly, establish the running game and control the clock and eat up yards and eat up time and get touchdowns, not field goals, that's our recipe to not only win, but to win every game. Every game we win if we do that. And not every team can do that and win every game. We can. We're built that way. We're not built to throw on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. I don't care who's the quarterback. We're not built to have our defense save us in the end, like against Rodgers and the Packers. We're not built for that. We're built for the offense to end the games, to take control, to take the lead, and then to put the game away. Not our defense. Our defense helps, but our offense is our defense. And I don't know when the Cowboy coach staff is going to learn this, but if I know this and you guys know this, why don't they? Let's see here, guys. So, yeah, Rod Smith over Morris. I mean, I liked Morris during that one drive. He had a good drive. I'm really upset. No McFadden, guys. What's up with that? No Darren McFadden. We gave him 1 carry for negative -2 yards because there's no blocking on the offensive line. We needed to run more to him. But again, guys, I can't even complain about the running game because you know what? It's about the offensive line breakdown, and it starts with Chaz Green. When he broke down, Cooper broke down, and you saw Travis Frederick miss a block. You saw Zach Martin miss 2 big blocks. You saw a lot of penalties. La'el Collins was our best guy. He kept Vic Beasley off of the stat sheet. So at least that's one shining thing. Out of the whole offensive line, he was our best one, La'el Collins. But he's on the opposite side, so he doesn't have to make up the difference like Cooper did, like Frederick did, and like Zach Martin had to make up as you keep. You know how that goes. One domino goes down, the rest go down too, and it makes every player have to take on more responsibility. It's like 4 versus 5. It's like 5 linemen for us, but really we have 4 out there because 3 or 4 of them are trying to help the other one. So you saw it happen over and over again in yesterday's game. Yeah, you know, Keith Smith, like my fiance said earlier in this stream, and if she said yesterday's game day stream, we do need Boogie. We do need a fullback to help us, but more running into the line. We got to run away from Chaz Green's spot because we cannot afford to give him help and then have a fullback in there blocking because then we're going to lose something somewhere else on the backside, and we won't get a gain of yard or 2. We're going to lose a yard again. And that's where it hurts us to really adjust. We have to adjust before the game. We can't adjust in game when something like this we knew was going to probably happen. Or could happen. What's up, Wolf Rider? Nice for you to join us. Yes, Dak is not the reason we lost. Dak is a very good quarterback. David Williams, thank you for saying that. Ezekiel Elliott is overseas, out of the country. They did text each other, talked about almost everything but football. Zeke is training in another country, just keeping his mind off of things and just doing his thing. And much love to him for doing the right thing and fighting this to the end and doing whatever it takes for him to get mentally healthy for the rest of the season. If he only plays 2 games or 4 games left, if we make the playoffs, even better. But at this point, more for next season, guys. Hopefully, he can be a little more mature this season too. I'm not saying he should be suspended, because he definitely should never have been suspended, but he needs to be a little more mature. I know he's young, but you can't be this dumb when you've already seen what they're doing to you by Goodell in the NFL. That's a whole different discussion, guys. I'm trying to wrap this up. What's up, Dallas Cowboys United 5? I will subscribe to your page. Make sure you subscribe to our page here on My Cowboys Family, guys. We're all Cowboy fans on here. We're all family. And the ones that aren't, you're still part of the family, even though you're giving us bad juju over there with a lot of Eagle fans on here. But you know what? We take you all in because we speak the truth about whichever team we're playing. And this week, the rest of the time here, we're going to really concentrate on the Eagles and what's going on with the breakdown with them and what we can do. But again, a lot of it's going to start and end with what's going on with our injuries, what's going on with Travis, with Tyron Smith, with Tyron Smith, with Sean Lee. These things are going to make the difference of what happens. I can't tell you how we're going to beat the Eagles when we're going to show the same thing we showed against the Falcons. There's no answer to beat the Eagles, guys. Not because the Eagles are good, because our coaching staff is so bad, and the players that they're putting in there are not prepared. You can talk about execution, and that's what these talking heads in Dallas Cowboy media say. Oh, it's the execution on the field. How about preparation beforehand for these players that are on the field unprepared? That's coaching. So Dallas Cowboy media, get your head out your booty and get real. Like we are here, like the other people on this in the YouTube world, like the Law Nations and the Shangos and the Mark Holmes. We're all trying to be as real as possible, guys. We don't sugarcoat it. We're not just biased Cowboy fans. Hey, we're going to win the Super Bowl every week. We're giving it to you true. And how to beat the Eagles? How to beat the Browns? I can't tell you. I'm not even going to give Eagles credit in this situation because it's about us. It's not about them. We cannot beat the Cleveland Browns this week with their defense without Tyron Smith or someone who can actually block at left tackle. We cannot beat, I'm trying to think, almost any offense in the league with Sean Lee and no viable replacement for him. Jaylon Smith's not going to cut it full time. Justin Durant's not going to cut it full time. Damian Wilson's not going to cut it full time. So how do you fix this? Right now we have nothing on our staff, on our roster that's going to fix the problems we have, and there's no easy answer. How are we going to win? We're going to be really lucky if we beat the Eagles. That's how we win. Sorry, guys. We're wrapping this up here. Pokemon Trop Preview. How you doing, man? Hope you guys hit like on this stream. If you're new, make sure you hit subscribe because we're going to be back tomorrow throwing out a bunch of breaking news if anything comes out during the day. We're going to be talking about, the evening. We have these discussions all the time. Tomorrow will not be as long as this one. But Fiancé will be here for the long run on tomorrow's discussion stream. Check out our news stream earlier from today. It has the whole breakdown in a condensed 10 minutes version without the discussion part of things. So get your news from there if you don't want to sit through a replay of this whole thing for an hour and a half. But thank you guys all for joining us here, guys. I will sub to you guys. You sub to me. We can do this dance, guys. We can do this dance. And make sure this is about Dallas Cowboys first and foremost. So Dallas Cowboys for life here, guys. Remember that. So, guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you for all you guys. And I'm going to run through the names real quick one last time to give shouts out for all you guys. And you guys know the usual suspects that are on here. If you're off my screen, I can't go back that far to shout you out. But I'm going to start from what I have here. Manuel Corona, how you doing, man? Thank you. Cowboys Abroad, of course, one of our donators. If you guys want to donate and help our channel get better and better as we're slowly doing, you can donate to Patreon below. You can watch our ads on these on our videos. That helps us in every little way. We get new microphones because of Cowboys Abroad. And DJ Crown J for donating to Patreon. Thank you all. Soon, in 150 subs, we'll have Super Chat, another way of donating to us. And we're going to do some special stuff for that, too. So keep your eyes peeled for what's coming in the future here on My Cowboys Family. So anyways, back to the shout-outs. And I'm going to shout you all out, guys. I'm going to do it because you guys deserve it. Manuel Corona, Cowboys Abroad, Peanut, Joseph Sirianni, even though you're an Eagle fan, Mr. Wright, Dano, what's up, Dano, 896, DJ Crown J, of course, Jacob Hunt, Joshua Rosado, I think I mentioned, I'm not sure, In the Past, XX, what's up, man, we had a whole bunch of guys earlier, Amy Can Fly, Purple Gaming, Cowboys 42. The emotion is running high, baby. That's what we're talking about because we're Cowboy fans, do or die. Chase Benavides, how you doing? Kelly, I think I forgot his name in the beginning of this one. Kelsey or something like that. Welcome for joining us. And all the new guys that are on here subbing, thank you all. Kerry Batista, there you go. I forgot you. I almost forgot about you there. We had a couple. I got Eagle fan 767. Even though you're a dirty Eagle fan, thank you. Well, I know we'll be seeing you on here this weekend. Jose J32, new guy. What's up, man? I haven't seen you on here. What is up? Hope you subbed and hope you liked for the stream here. Base Boy, same thing, man. What's up? Billy Murphy, I love your comments. You're real. You try to stick to the facts and what's going on now, how we can move on. And I appreciate you kind of keeping us on track. But we're still kind of revved up from yesterday and revved up to what's coming. So we're going to look at more Eagle stuff tomorrow, guys. Kevin Bilbo, always in the house. What's up, man? And who else we got here? Brady Westervelt, a newbie. What's up, man? Nice to you to join us. Wayne S. in the house. Of course, I said Cowboys abroad already. Armit Trividi, good for you to join us. And, I mean, I'm going to Shallow Hal, of course, in the house. LT Metters, an Eagle fan, but hey, much love. You're a good guy. Brian Bradford, how you doing, man? Love your commentary. Ernesto Campos, thank you for joining us. David Williams with your multiple comments. Tarabelli, Giant fan. Much respect. You're still in with your team, and you always will be. That's why you're a true fan. We got respect from us here. Wolf Ryder in the house. And again, guys, a lot of you guys, there's so many names on here. Boogie, thank you for joining us. Who else we got here, man? I got so many names on this list. Pokemon Pokemon Pot Review. What's up? I don't know if I'm even saying some of these names right, but man. We got Kaylee Torrance who says, "Go Browns." I think your Browns would beat us this week if we had our team. Your Browns would have beat us yesterday. You guys, I was hoping for you guys to beat the Lions. And we take fans from all around, so you're a Browns fan, jump on board to My Cowboys family. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button, guys, and make sure you don't forget to hit that ding, that notification bell. So, guys. Thank you all for joining me on here and joining Fiance earlier. She's been really busy. She's doing some schoolwork now. We'll be back again tomorrow. Keep your notification bell on, guys, because if we're any breaking news, it's going to come through the little bell that says, for notifications, hit that. Make sure it's turned on. If you're new, hit subscribe. If you've been here watching this, listening to me, if you were rewatching it, make sure you don't forget to hit that thumbs up, like button on this stream because it does definitely help us. If you want to donate, there's a Patreon account. You can see it in the description. You can see it in the little scrolling bar we have here. And you guys just watch our ads. That helps our channel out. As you can see, we have another microphone because of a lot of fantastic guys out there on My Cowboys family, part of our fam, to help donate. So we appreciate any little penny you guys can help. All right, guys? Thanks again a lot for everything. We need each other to keep us going through these tough times, guys. And you know what? It's not looking much better for the future. I'm just trying to be real. There's always a chance we win. You never count us out, but if there's no adjustments made, I don't have much confidence in what's coming in the future here, the next couple of games. Like I said, guys, we're playing basically 3 games in 11 or 12 days. We're playing 3 games. And we're going to be playing 4 games in 18 days, without Zeke. This is the roughest patch that we're going to have the whole season. And, without Tyron Smith and Sean Lee, you can say bye-bye, guys, to the season. But again, we never give up hope. We'll always have that love for the Cowboys, and you never know what happens. You never know what happens, guys. That's why they play the games. So, guys, thank you for joining us here on this evening, this long rant discussion stream. Thank you for all your commentary and your ideas and your comments. Even fans from other teams, Browns, Eagles, wherever. But this is Cowboy love first and foremost. So you know it. You know where we're at here. So, guys, thanks for all of us here from MCF, from My Cowboys family. Thank you all. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell. Don't forget to do that if you want our daily live streams, game day breakdowns, game day reactions, and our daily updates, breaking news. We also have a Madden League. You can join that too. You can help donate. You know the deal, guys. Do it all. Hit that like, subscribe, and never forget that that's what we're all about right here, guys. Let me fix it right there. That's what it's all about. So, guys, just make sure you see that. So, guys, now and forever, win, lose, or draw. And that goes for everybody. I don't care what fan you are. Just know one thing from me, from fiance, from our kids, from my Cowboys family. And that means all you guys out there that are Cowboy fans and my Cowboy family. Remember these very important words. Go Cowboys! We will never stop, guys. We won't stop. Never, never. Season's over. We'll still be back next year, guys. Go Cowboys. Have a good night. Peace out. Be safe. See you tomorrow, guys. Go Cowboys.